Hello and welcome to Katie's Corner. So I'm going to be sharing with you today my Letterboxd top 4. At number 4 I have Aftersun, directed by Charlotte Wells. This movie was made in 2022 and is actually based on Charlotte's own experience that she had at 11 years old when she was visiting her father on holiday in Turkey. This film is about Charlotte's perspective as a child, viewing her father struggle through mental illness. When Charlotte watches the tapes back that she recorded on holiday, she's about the same age as her father is in those tapes now, and she kind of realizes how she missed a lot of things, but obviously she is a child and so he is trying to mask that from her. The film is so beautiful and I would highly recommend it to anybody who just wants to feel this beautiful intimate passion that Charlotte Wells has created. At number 3 I have Prisoners. It stars Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal in the leading roles. This film is about a father who is trying to look for his lost daughter who has been kidnapped, and he does not know how to handle this grief and loss. He doesn't know how to uphold his family, and he struggles a lot with religion. There's a lot of religious undertones throughout the film, and it just is absolutely heartbreaking, but at the same time incredibly infuriating. As an audience, we do not know what has happened, and we are trying to also put the pieces together, just as Jake Gyllenhaal's detective character is. The film includes so many haunting soundtracks and is an absolute stellar of cinema. My number 2 is Before Sunrise, directed by Richard Linklater. It takes place over a 24-hour period in Europe where an American man meets a French woman on the train, and they develop this sort of fling. It's very deep, it's very passionate, and they talk about a lot of things that I think a lot of us are always thinking, but probably are too scared to bring up in conversation. And taking the number 1 spot is Joe Wright's Pride and Prejudice. This film was made in 2005 and adapted from the Jane Austen novel in the late 1800s. It stars Matthew McFadyen and Keira Knightley in the leading roles, and they are honestly perfect. The film is about the Bennet family, who is of lower status, and they are wanting to marry their daughters into rich and high class society, except the second eldest daughter, Elizabeth, seems to be in a bit of tangles with the rich folk. She is very quickly angered by the wealthy Mr. Darcy, who she deems as very arrogant and stubborn. And as time goes on, we realize that the two of them are just absolutely perfect. So if you need a enemies to lovers trope, this is the one for you. This is the best one. There is not a better one. It is so intimate and beautiful. The soundtrack is just something that really brings the whole entire feeling of the film together so nicely. So that is my Letterboxd top 4. I'd also like to shout out Dead Poet Society and The Holdovers, because they almost take my number 4 spot. I always feel torn between those. So yeah,